Crystals all over. Guys, welcome back to Six Cars and welcome to Japan. I know it's been a while. It's been about a month since we had new content, but like I said, winter in Canada is it's pretty tough. There's not much going on in terms of car content, but that's why we've flown all the way over here to Japan. I wish you guys a very happy New Year too, because it is January 1st over here as I am recording this video. And why not start off New Year's in the most famous place for car enthusiasts in Tokyo, and that is the Daikoku parking area. Of course, it is a holiday, so lots of people are out in their cars. We just arrived. We're already seeing some pretty cool things as we pull into the parking lot. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into the content, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, and share. We're going to be here for about 12 days in Japan. There's going to be a lot of cool videos coming your way, so it'll not be the last time that we're at Daikoku, that's for sure. But for now, let's get things kicked off, see what we have. Let's get to it. I mean, we are starting off our day at Daikoku with a pretty interesting car. Like it's a Miami Blue GT2 RS, some aftermarket wheels as well. I do believe, well, they do have still have the RS center caps on it. I do believe those are HREs. I could be wrong, but it's a similar design. Either way, they look fantastic. Tons of carbon fiber bits on this car as well. So you can see the intakes, the rear diffuser, the side skirts. Does have a full roll cage as well. The red seat belts, just an incredible looking car. In Miami Blue as well, which I think is probably one of the best looking modern Porsche colors. I mean, just look at that under the light. And like I said, guys, so surreally back here in Tokyo. This is just the beginning too. This is quiet for Daikoku, even though there are still a lot of cars here. It's only going to get busier and busier as the week goes on, but that's a pretty good start for our time here in Tokyo. And I'll take you guys over there and see what else we can find here on our first official day. Look at that. So we have the color shift Huracan STO as well. Wow, if that is factory, that is something else. But man, oh man, good looking spec. Haven't even made over the rest of the lot yet. Got 348. We have a nice 930 rolling out. This is not a bad start, guys. This is New Year's Day, so it is a holiday, obviously. So guys are out driving around, and I think there's a pretty eye-catching Murcielago over there. So let's go check it out. And there we go, guys. Our first like real Japanese supercar. This Murcielago just decked out in pink crystals all over, even the Lamborghini badge too. If you guys remember the Valkyrie Spider we saw at Monterey Car Week, it obviously took a lot of inspiration from these crazy modified Japanese supercars, and I can't even tell you how crazy this looks under the sun here at Daikoku with all of these little crystals just shimmering in the light. It actually does show up pretty well on camera too, and he's gone all out and replaced the entire interior with pink seats. You can see the pink floor mats as well. This is from the Anija crew, pretty famous. Look at that shift knob, guys. Oh my goodness, hilarious. All covered in pink crystals as well to match the outside of the car. You can see the wing is also shining as well with the same design. It's got a ridiculous exhaust on the back as well. Big modified diffuser, and even the modified parts, the aftermarket bits, also covered in those crystals. That is absolutely insane. One of the coolest ways I think we can start off our journey here on New Year's Day, seeing a true modified Anija Lamborghini. And there we go, the Brembo brakes also resprayed in pink as well. Oh my goodness, guys, this is such a good start, and this is the only way to do it too. Pull up to Daikoku, open up everything and show it off. Look at the crowd it's drawing here too. I'll just step away from the Murcielago too and show you guys just how good the variety is. Like I said, I know the channel was very new when I was first living here, so a lot of you guys are probably seeing my Japan content for the first time, but Daikoku prides itself on the diversity of the cars. You can see like this beautiful Evo MR, just looks so good. But look at this, you have everything from JDM to the supercars to these like slammed Volkswagens too. You can see the Beetle, the buses. My goodness, got a nice AE86 over here as well, and some really good looking wheels. I think that's super period correct for the 80s fat lace branded wheels, so pretty rare on that end as well. Nice old Toyota Starlet, but have a look at the Hakosuka 2000 GTR here as well, in a really nice looking orange. It does have a black hood, which is kind of reminiscent of the Z432R, but just a lovely looking build. Nice modded 86 over there. Just a little bit of everything, guys. That Murcielago is still sticking out like a sore thumb in the best way possible. You can see 458 Nismo GTR, even a Shelby GT500, or at least made to look like a Shelby GT500. I think it might just be the Mustang GT, but either way, quite interesting. This adds to the diversity here as we'll keep looking through the aisles. Just want to step over to this row as well because it's a nice selection here. I've got a nice modified 993 Suzuki Cappuccino on T37s, great little car. Series 1 Lotus Elise, which are pretty rare. You don't hardly ever see these around anywhere, so really cool to see it here in Japan. Looks really good in white too. Got a 991 GT3. Let's have a couple of really clean S660s here as well. I remember when I was first moved here a couple of years ago, we did have a rental one of these for a few days. Really fun little car. They are K cars, so they are limited to about 66 horsepower, I believe it is. But man, they are an absolute blast to drive. You get this crazy little turbo whine from behind your head as well, because as you guys can see, the engine is just crammed right in behind the seat. It's a really fun car, and they've done some good mods to these ones as well. The TEs, that one, I really do like the roof box on it. But yeah, I think there should be some more cars that should still be pulling in here, guys, as I do see a nice R32 that we'll watch drive by. There we go. Tofu delivery. There we go. A little Testarossa rolling in. This is not bad at all, guys. GR Yaris. And a really nice M3 Competition Touring. Great car. Great car. There we go, guys. You want to talk about the diversity here at Daikoku. How about that? KTM X-Bow helmets on. Wow. Not expecting to see one of these. That is so cool. And we'll see where he parks up actually, so we can get a better look at that, because obviously something that we do not get in Canada. So I do want to check that out, but you just never know, guys. I mean, look at that. Nice clean 6 Series rolling in behind that. M6 actually. Wow. And a nice modified S2000 back there. Just never stops, guys. All right, so I did promise you guys when it parked that we would take a look at the X-Bow, because like I said, do not get these in Canada. I think pretty much anywhere they are in the world. They are pretty rare. So obviously a very track focused car, but thankfully it is road legal here, so we get a chance to see it. Open wheel, just carbon fiber everywhere. I think one of my favorite details too is just how the suspension is just completely exposed at the front of the car. And inside, as you can see, you do legally have to wear helmets because there is no windshield, obviously, and there's not much going on in the interior wise. You basically have your steering wheel, you have your shifter. That's pretty much it. I do love the additional carbon fiber headrests he's got on this one as well, though. You got this little wing at the back. There's just so much cool stuff going on. Everything exposed at the back, like I mentioned. What a nice little find here on New Year's Day. Here we go. We got another Hakosuka 2000 GTR rolling in. Look at that. Bridge seats, the blue belts. Just so cool. You hear those carbs going to work. Wow. Nice 3000 GT. Wow, wow, wow. That looks really good. And look at the out of van livery, the S15. Man, just a bit of everything today, guys. Here we go, guys. Our first Aventador. I'm surprised it actually took this long, but that is nice. Love that extended wing at the back. Wow, I do believe that might be an Ultimate as well, actually. That looks really good. Blue with the yellow accents. Man, oh man, that's nice. Well, guys, I mean, as you can tell, we are still here. Cars are still pulling into Daikoku. I was not expecting to be this good on New Year's Day, because it's not even the official meet. This is just a regular day at Daikoku. So we'll stick around for a bit longer and see what else rolls in, because I'm sure there'll be some very good surprises still coming our way. Very nice white 458 Spider for good measure too. That is really good looking. That monster truck Mitsubishi Delica. Oh my gosh. Nice Evo as well. And look at this thing. It's so tall. I don't even know how those people get in the back. Oh my gosh. Look Oh, we saw the Series 1 at least. I think we saw Series 2 as well. And here we go, Series 3. So, a trifecta of Elises, guys. Nice. Crazy 4-pack of car, guys. We've got the Firebird Trans Am 455. We have the 280Z left-hand drive. That's actually quite interesting to see that. Got what appears to be Bayside Blue R35. And we've got the R8 as well. So, yeah, quite a 4-pack, as I mentioned, of interesting cars there. The cars just do not stop rolling in. This Daihatsu Copen here with a face on it, and then for some reason, 2 bears riding a bicycle or something sticking out from the roof. Welcome, Japan. Got the wide body on the new Z looking really good. Just to be a Liberty Walk kit. Very nice. There we go, guys. Topping up the crossbow, the BAC Mono with the Marlboro. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. We're gonna check that out, obviously. That's awesome. And it looks like we got DB11, some kind of special edition rolling in too. There we go. Look at this SVJ, like a silverish blue. Blue stitching, blue seat belts. Wow, nice spec. There we go, 2 more finds here. I think we're probably just wrapping up our time at Daikoku for the day, but got the really nice Dolores Stradale next to the original Alpine A110. So 2 very, very cool, I guess, track-focused cars for different purposes. Obviously, the A110 quite famous for rallying, and Dolores Stradale is really just a track missile that happens to be road legal as well. Full carbon fiber body. I'm not sure how much these go for. They are quite expensive, but I know they are insanely fast too, and I do believe it has like going doors as well. Pretty minimalistic interior, a bit more going on than obviously the KTM X-Bow, but obviously this is a really serious car. I love the center wiper as well. Such a cool looking vehicle. And then parked up next to the Alpine A110. Like I said, a very cool dynamic duo here to likely finish off our time for our first day here at Daikoku. So you got another nice R32 GTR rolling by in the background. But yeah, I think we'll head to our next stop for the day, guys. And this is our evening stop, guys. So we are sort of rounding out the first official day here in Tokyo. You stop at Tatsumi, which is like the other end of the famous Bayshore route here in Tokyo, where some cars usually go after Daikoku. So you come here, check out cars like a 458, get a nice ice cream from the vending machine, and just enjoy the sunset, really, with the buildings in the background. It's such a cool little spot. Really nice exits there, by the way, too, actually. But it's a really cool place to end the day if you are a car person in Tokyo. Hope you guys enjoyed that voice crack there. Very nice R34 here as well, looking very nice. Again, with the Skyline in the background, too, with the Skyline in front of us. That is a great little combo. But yeah, I'll see if there's anything else for the rest of the day, guys, before we sign off here. Looks like we do have an Itasha Cayman rolling by. It's the anime cars. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, we'll see what else we can find here before we officially finish the day. So there you go, you heard it roll in. It sounds fantastic. A really, really nice 993 RWB. Great looking kit. I've actually never really seen one with these fins at the back before. It's a bit different looking from the usual ones we've seen on the channel. But one thing I do quite like, obviously, is that color matched roll cage. I've still got the ice cream in my hand, so excuse me for that. But it is a lovely looking build here. The nice 5-spoke Advans on it. I do love the double stack canards at the front. Obviously something you would probably see in like the Idler's 12 Hours. It's a great looking build. That's fantastic and sounds amazing as well. And just leaving our digs here for the evening, the parking garage, where there are plenty of cars here, actually. You guys saw the Testarossa and the GT3 there. Look at it, I got the big boy, the classic old Aston Martin Lagonda. Never see those around. Very cool. Nice R32 over there. Let's see, oh, blue G-Wagon. That's quite interesting. Big old Rolls Royce. Oh my goodness. Very nice 8.6 there with the wide body. You see a very nice 930 too. So plenty of stuff down here. A new M2. Got the 430 under the cover there. Pulling up here, we've got a GT4 RS. Couple classic Ferraris there. Two 328s. The white on, well, white on gray, I guess. White on black. Very nice looking. Got an NSX over there. Very nice. Quite a lot to choose from, guys. Black 360. We've got 991.2 GT3. All kinds of stuff, guys. Another 930 over there. Very nice. And we do have, let's see, we got our Huracan there. A little bit of everything down here. And guys, that's a wrap. We are back at our stay for the next 12 days or so. Got an amazing view of the sky tree behind us to wrap up the day. So like I said, this is basically just touched the ground in Tokyo, grabbed a car, drove around, saw a ton of crazy cars already, and it's going to get even better as the week goes on. The next video, we have some New Year's meets coming up. Those are going to be stacked full of cars, and like I said, it's going to be even more coming at you guys very, very soon. So like I said, thank you for holding out. I know it's a long month without content, being in cold Canada where not much car stuff is going on, but we're kicking off 2026 with a bang. So thank you guys as always for tuning in. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Tune in for all of the Tokyo content coming your way soon. We'll see you next time on 6 Cars.